Rick360 from Player2Reviews.com here. Today we're going to take a look at Headlander. I'm going to start a new game I should say, for the sake of this video. I already 100%ed it. Platinum trophy and everything. All that fancy stuff. Shiny. So this is a new game created by Double Fine. I'm sure you heard of Double Fine by now. They actually make quite a few, usually smaller scale games nowadays. I mean, they were responsible for Psychonauts back on original Xbox. And I believe it was on PS2. I'm not quite sure. I only really played Xbox back then. But you know, they've had more recent titles like Grim Fandango Remastered, Broken Age, and they're very well known. I would say they're very well known anyway for their like just quirky humor and strange games. I mean, so that's pretty much what you can expect from this one as well.
And I'm through. Y'all should be hearing me on your helmet radio now. I know y'all got a lot of questions, but there ain't no point in trying to talk. Cause you ain't got no lungs. Y'all just come out of stasis, so you don't likely remember much. This is gonna be a hard pill to swallow, but else bells, shepherds again. Y'all gonna need yourself a body.
This guy basically helps guide you throughout the entire game. The beginning area here is just more or less a tutorial. Crotch shot.
Welcome
also shiny.
to the future.
Anyway, yeah, you just play through this short area.
Sure why.
Explains to you how to play and everything, some of the game mechanics.
Off this ship. Don't worry.
It's the whole game is like a side-scrolling Metrovania style. There's some combat, puzzles. It's just standard stuff. With the exception of, as you can see now, you can launch your head and take over other bodies. In this smart-ass door.
I am Rod, Autonomous Door AI. Red security clearance required for entry. That uniform is really more of a dusty rose.
Just shoot the door. Your red laser will do the trick.
When Dr. Phil tells you to shoot a door, you shoot a door.
Fine, red access confirmed. Why do I even bother being thorough?
Color plays a big role in this game. As you can see, basically it serves as the key in which you'll need to get through the doors to other areas.
Uh-oh.
And
Methuselah's on to us. We best hurry.
like I said, it's all color schemes. You'll have to find, let's say, let's say a blue robot. You'll need to pass through a blue door. Sometimes it'll be very hard to find a blue robot, so you have to go through certain areas.
Clearance. Congratulations.
See, you can also ricochet lasers off of everything.
So keep an eye on your damage level.
And you can destroy the robots outright, or you can just shoot their heads off. And you can take over their bodies. But, well, as you progress in the game, there's other ways to get their heads off. Like, you got an upgrade tree you're going to see a bit later. One of the upgrades, if you upgrade it enough, you can headbutt a robot, and you headbutt him so hard his head flies off, and your head takes the place of his head on his body. So it's just a quick switch. And but the way you're going to most likely be tearing off heads is a suction ability you're going to see. I should be unlocking it in a few minutes. And as you can see here, your head usually can navigate through other areas. There's usually small vents lying around, placed throughout areas you can go through. So So sometimes you won't have a body, you'll just have to travel with your dumb head. I promised myself I wouldn't say any stupid head jokes or head puns throughout this video, so I'm gonna try and stick with that.
A little jolt to your noggin should help. This should stimulate your synaptic connections.
It's a very 80s sci-fi themed. So that's why everything looks kind of tie-dyed.
Use your vacuum drive to suck off that tube hatch. Go on now.
There you go. That's how you just pop their heads off when you don't have a body.
Shepherds converge.
As you see, you can melee, but it's really not useful. I mean, I rarely use melee during the game, except for when I was using the special robots. There's a type of robot body that their specialty is just meleeing. They melee and they have a heavy shield.
Shepherd auxiliary squad deployed to ship sarcophagus immediately.
Opening sea hole.
Yeah, sometimes you need to take over these stupid little cleaning robots. And that's what happens when you press a circle button. They just poop out the exhaust. It doesn't really do anything. Just for fun.
All right.
Because the people at Double Fine are sick and
Time to get
twisted.
off of their helmets and repair damage to your head over time. But if y'all take too many hits in a short enough time, then it's lights out.
See, right now you don't have many options when you're using your head. But later on in the game, you know, well, not so much later, but after this area, basically, you can unlock stuff that it increases like your health or the speed you fly, or it gives you other options to use while you're flying in your head. That's a very phallic rocket. Kind of like the one from Austin Powers.
Best to not leave any tracks. Listen, at the center of this mess is Methuselah, some sort of advanced computer made a long time ago. It controls just about everything. Y'all might be wondering where all the people are, because there ain't much of us left. Some time ago, folks had their minds moved on over to robotic imposter bodies. The war left the world a pretty hard place to live in, and imposters were a way to live forever. You might just be the last flesh and blood person left in the galaxy. Me and some other folks are working to get rid of Methuselah and try to restore humanity to what it once was. I don't know who y'all are, how y'all got here, or exactly what old Methuselah wants with y'all, but I'm thinking we can work together and figure it out. Uh-oh. Looks like this pod's homing right in on a secure landing deck. Let me see if I can divert it.
This space station is where pretty much most of the game takes place. Like, there are a few other areas you can like go to that aren't directly connected here, but this is generally where you'll be playing, spending most of the time in your game. So I like this like just VHS style looking thing. The loading in Headlander can be a little long, but thankfully it really doesn't happen that often. Like I said, only when you're like loading up the game initially and in between major area transitions.
Getting through? It's me, Earl. Your noggin still intact? We gotta get y'all off of this space station before the shippers get a hold of you. Here in the pleasure port, y'all gonna meet a lot of citizens. Don't take it personal if they seem like they got a screw loose. Methuselah's put a chip called the Omega Gem into everyone's noggin. That ornery little thing stops folks from feeling much or thinking too hard. Let me see if I can get your mini scan online. There she is.
I like the map in this game, it's pretty useful. It properly notes all the stuff you can get to. And if, you know, like let's say there's a room you can't access yet, it'll still kind of mark a little chunk off on your map. That way, you know, later on if you ever stuck or you forget where you haven't been yet, like you're trying to get 100% completion, you can easily just click up on your map and look for any spaces that aren't filled in properly. It's nice. It's really good having a well-functioning map in games like this. I mean, some games the maps are just garbage. They either try to be too fancy or they don't mark anything important.
The lights are so...
Yeah. All the civilian robots in this game are basically hippies.
But don't worry, their minds get auto-loaded into a new body if anything goes sideways.
What I like is they all have funny ways of rolling. And instead of pressing circle to melee, you just press circle and they all do a stupid dance. Weird hippie dance. But there's actually a secret achievement, or a secret trophy I should say, if you do all the dances with all the robots. All the different dances.
Having a heck of a time getting a signal.
This door is not secure.
I need y'all to get to the satellite chalet and help me clear up this mess of a signal. Y'all should be able to fix the signal there.
This is my favorite room in the whole game. Just a weird pink shag carpet room with robots rubbing up against it.
Being here,
Pain is a
you're Pisces ascending, aren't you?
is endless wonder.
Yeah, this is what I mean by your upgrade paths. You got like 4 core abilities, but you don't unlock them until you progress further in the game. Like, you know, they're pretty useful actually. And you do need them to traverse certain areas. And once you unlock it, you have a path to follow, and you know, some of them unlock new minor abilities, and some like this just increase damage. And now you have your main menu page. It keeps track of all your objectives so far that you've completed, your current objectives, and at the bottom here it has all the stuff that keeps track of all your collectibles and everything, basically your health upgrades, how many you've gotten.
I am Mappy, autonomous map AI.
Yeah. And this walking android looking son of a bitch. You tear his head off. You tear his head off and you can download map data if you headland into him and press X to scan. So it's very handy. Shows you all the stuff there. But there's also a secret achievement if you kill one without downloading the data before it first. You can get a secret trophy.
That means shepherds with lasers,
So,
not citizens in burgundy skirts or scarlet thongs.
First time you see one, you should probably just blast them. Yeah, this energy is what you need to get upgrade points to level up that branching path I showed you before. You can pick them up like you just saw, or if you get lucky and you find one of those energy nodes, you can get quite a bit of points off them.
Got you red-handed. This door is not secure, unfortunately.
Help me.
It's like a metal.
Dude. Goddamn robot hippies.
The tranquility of the storms is yours.
Over to the right here is a
Y'all
teleport
found mid-range
station.
zap station. Y'all
Later
can
on,
use
when you
these to
find other
travel
ones, it
between
helps you
other
get around
mid-range
fast
zappers once
because,
y'all
like I said,
find
it's one big space station you're on. So you can quickly teleport between the
I'm
ones you
going to have
found.
my face refabricated again.
This woman over here, or a robot
My
woman
little
anyway,
dog is missing.
she offers you a
I
side
need help
quest.
finding him.
You're gonna find a couple people during the game that give you side quests.
You can't
Not too
miss
many,
him.
but
He
there's
has
a couple.
very distinctive
And
color.
well, once you complete a side quest, you get the trophy for beating it. Plus, you get quite a few upgrade points. I believe it's 3 upgrade points each time, so that's very good to do. And you see, like here, there's a node behind those lasers to dock in, but you can't get to it now. There's a good amount of areas in the game that require you to do some backtracking to, you know, get there and unlock all the goodies. That's a typical Metroidvania style mechanic, though.
Halt, non-citizen.
Offensive squad.
Special.
It's always good to check your surroundings.
Opening.
There's also a cover mechanic in this game. You can, some of these pillars you can crouch behind or duck behind. It's really, I mean, honestly, I don't use it very often. I mean, it's so easy to just bash people's heads off and steal their bodies. So, plus later on in the game you can regenerate health. So, it's really,
Far
I don't
too
know. It's
advanced
up to
for
you if
this
you want to use
menial
it.
task.
Alright, I'm just going to do a little dance to see you guys off. Thanks for watching, and see you again next time. I hope you enjoyed.